Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, I wanted to talk about 5 inexpensive Tacoma mods or accessories that actually serve a purpose. Now, all of these, with the exclusion of one, are under 50 bucks. Easy to install, and they actually have a reason to be there. Now, let's start with the first one, and it is right inside the door here. And they are door sill protectors. You guys can see right here. And by the way, there'll be a link down below for all of these items if you're interested in checking them out. But these are made of a pretty hard plastic, but flexible enough that you can form them over the lip of the door sill here. And that's one thing that I really like about them. A lot of the other door sill protectors that I looked at stop about right here, and they leave this area exposed. And if your passengers are like mine, or even me getting out of the truck, you know that this is the area that's going to get hit the most. These protect you from that, and like I said, they're pretty flexible, so they're easy to install. There is a double-sided adhesive tape affixed to this when you get it, so you just peel off the film, put it on, form the edge over, hold it down for a couple minutes, and it's very simple to do. Now, cost on these for the pair, and that would be driver's side and passenger side, is $39.99. They come from TufSkinz. TufSkinz also offers a set for the rear. Take a look at those real quick. You guys can see right here, they're pretty much the same as the front, except a little bit shorter. And of course, they apply the same way to give you protection back here for passengers getting in and out of the rear. Now, next up, and these are some that I get questions about frequently on the channel. Probably one of the most asked about items that I have in the truck, which I find strange actually. But anyway, what they are seat gap fillers. You guys can see them right here. There's one there on the passenger side, one here on the driver's side. And the purpose of them, of course, is to go in the void right there between the seat and the center console. Now, they just hook on to your seat belt latch right here, and then you just stuff them right down inside. Now, what's the point of that? Well, the point is to keep stuff from falling down in between your seat and that center console. You know, like change or French fries or cell phones. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than driving down the road, or even terrifying, than having your cell phone fall down in between the seats here into that bottomless void that seems to be down there. Then you're trying to reach down while you're driving, grab your cell phone, and inevitably you knock it the rest of the way down and it's under your seat. This will prevent that from happening. These things are fantastic. By the way, these were actually sent to me by a subscriber about 2 years ago, Stinger, and I really appreciate that. Still using them, still come in really, really handy. Pricing on these, $9.99, a definite must. Okay, next up, and real quick, made a mistake on that last price. Those seat gap fillers are $19.99. This next item is $9.99, and that is the center console tray. As it implies, it's a tray that goes in right here. Got my plastic gloves with me there. That fits in your center console tray, or center console area rather. And the whole purpose, of course, is to be able to utilize this space a little bit better. You know, without it, it's just this cavernous hole right there. And you can see I don't even have anything in there. It's not as useful as having this in there. So it just sits right in there and it fits perfectly. No big deal. Doesn't hinder the lid shutting or anything like that. And you can actually store, I don't know, cell phone cables, change, tire center cap removal tools, you know, a knife, a pen, you know, whatever. Just gives you a place to throw your extra stuff that you might want to keep a little better organized than having it all mixed up and floating around there in that chasm that is the center console. Okay, next up, and this one is where we get into a little bit more money. This is $109, and I think you can get them, you can pay more or you can pay less out there depending on what you want. You can also go to somewhere like Tractor Supply and pick up a sheet of rubber and cut this out yourself. But if you're just looking to pick one up real quick, throw it in the truck, it is the bed mat. Right here, I got this one really because it was already cut perfectly. I didn't have to screw with trying to cut it or anything like that. And it has the Tacoma insignia on it across there, and I really like that. So it was aesthetically pleasing for me as well as very functional. Now, a lot of people might say, well, gee, why do you even need a bed mat? I mean, the Tacoma comes with this plastic composite bed, right? This is a plastic composite bed. Some people think it's a cover. It's not. This is actually the bed. So why do you even need this? You don't have to protect paint or scratches or anything like that. And I would agree, you don't. But the purpose of it is to keep junk from rolling around all over back there. If you've ever put anything in the back of your Tacoma without a bed mat in it, then you know it flies around all over the place back there. That composite bed is very, very slippery, especially if you live in a cold climate. It doesn't really get brittle, but it definitely gets more slippery with a little bit of water and ice on it. The bed mat will stop that from happening. This thing is almost like glue. It is rubber, and things really hold well to it. They don't slip and slide around, bang around inside of your truck everywhere. And just kind of hold things in place. That's probably the biggest thing I like about it, is I can throw something back there and not have to worry about it slamming around all over the truck. Okay, we've come to the fifth item, the fifth inexpensive Tacoma mod or accessory that really does have a purpose, and those are grab handles. Show you these right here. You guys can see mine are color coordinated to match up with the truck. And these things come in handy because, of course, in the Tacoma, unbeknownst to me is why, there is no grab handle here. So when you get in, you either have to grab the roof, grab the door, grab the seat, I don't know, grab something. But with a grab handle there, and you want to get in, you just grab the grab handle, step up on the step if you have them, or not, and then simply pull yourself in. Very convenient, very handy, especially if you have little kids. I mean, the trucks are high enough anyway that if you're just a little one, you know, 4, 5, 6 years old, probably really would help to have something like this to give them something to grab onto so they don't slip off of the door sill or hit their shins or turn your trip into something that's really not going to be that pleasant. Now, these were provided to me by a subscriber to the channel. They're actually handmade, but you can get these, again, off the web. There'll be a link down below. The pair that I've got listed down there, they're black. You can get many different colors to try to match your truck. And they go for about $25.99. And the way these work, if you're not familiar, they just hook on right under here on your headrest posts. Mine have a little metal ring on them. I believe the ones below have a little cloth connection, but it works the same way. You just remove your headrest, slide them down over, put your headrest back on, and you're done. Again, very handy for the Tacoma since we don't have the wonderful grab handle here. Again, I don't know why we don't have it. We don't have it in the front either, but something Toyota has done away with. These things will help you out, give you a place to grab when you're getting in and out of the truck. Okay, so that's it. Those are my top 5 inexpensive Tacoma mods or accessories that actually serve a purpose, but I couldn't help but add one more, a bonus for you guys, because as I've been going through these things, I noticed these and thought, yeah, this is important enough that I should include. So let's go ahead and open up the cab one more time, and mine are a little bit dirty, but all-weather floor mats. You know, my Tacoma came with, actually this one didn't come with anything, but in the past my Sport came with carpeted floor mats. Now, I don't know why anybody puts carpeted floor mats in any vehicle anymore. In my opinion, they should all be all-weather, because the carpet ones get ruined. They just attract and hold dust and dirt and stuff. These you just whip out of here, spray off, throw back in. You don't even have to soap them up if you don't want to. But they protect your carpet, easy to clean, and they look good. These, which actually came from Toyota themselves, actually have the Tacoma emblem or lettering on them. I really like that. I'm a big fan of that. Now, let's take a look. We also have them in the rear. This is a one-piece part here. Goes all the way across, gives you good coverage, protects the center area there as well, and is easy to put in. Obviously, all of these just go right in the truck. There's really not much of an installation. You do have to clasp them down here, which is good, it holds them in place, but actually clasp them down here with these holders. But pretty simple, take you about 2 seconds probably. These go for about 143 bucks, right in that ballpark, something like that. You can get aftermarket other ones, Huskies, WeatherTechs, things like that, but in my experience, the best ones, the best fit anyway, have been the OEM parts. So I would highly recommend those. Again, I just wanted to get on here and go over the top 5 mods or accessories for under 50 bucks, except for one, that are actually useful for the Toyota Tacoma. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have some of these things, if you like them, or if I'm missing something else that's relatively inexpensive that has a real purpose. Also, if you haven't before and you'd like to, check out my other channel. It's all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. It's called RobMotive. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time on the web. Bye.